Okay, so I'm not going to play any more of this garbage. So this is Tiffany Haddish. She's supporting Will Smith's slap moment. I see a lot of people doing that, and I'm going to ask you guys what you think. I want to know what you think, because there are some people that believe that, you know, Will Smith was standing up for his wife, and others think that he went too far, walking on stage at the Oscars and slapping him. A little further than that, we've got it being blamed on the big bad, well, you know, I don't have to read it out loud, do I? Menace uploaded a really good video, and his take is about the same. You know, Chris Rock was insulting Will Smith's wife, and so this was the second time it happened. Chris also did this back like a few years ago at the Oscars. So Will walks up and just, you know, smacks him in the face. Anyway, do you think he was right or do you think he was wrong? Of course, I think he's wrong, because he could have just yelled at him, "Keep my wife's name out of your mouth." He could have tried to start walking up to the stage in a threatening way if Chris responded in a bad way. He didn't have to smack him in the damn face. Besides, if you are going to do that, why not do it after the show? Why do it on the screen in front of all these people? I think that's the thing that's the issue. This is what, you know, that whole meme or that whole cultural thing. I'm going to talk to you outside, right? We need to go outside and have a talk. You get me? That's why, because you're not going to ruin what's going on. You yourself, who are mad at someone for disrespecting you, aren't going to disrespect everybody else by doing something like this. So for those people who do think that Will is in the right for defending his woman, I still haven't seen the sentiment out there that what about him disrespecting the people in the audience? What about him disrespecting the entire production? What about him disrespecting everyone else? Because there are levels of respect. Will also violated them, but you won't get a conversation like this, like an actual conversation about what respect is and how it's kind of a measurable thing and how it's a discussable thing. You won't get that conversation anymore on the internet. The conversation that we have now, of course, is about this, which I won't even say this word out loud. I don't even like having it on my screen. Typically I would do this because you'd still be able to see it barely if you wanted to focus really hard, but it'll get the algorithm bots from seeing it. But either way, there have been several people that have made this about this. And let's start with The Guardian, which literally says this, that it's literally rooted in it. This is rooted in it. The outrage over him smacking. This is, now, again, we got Will Smith and Chris Rock. How in the hell do we get here? And if you are going to bring it here, you do realize that you are the one making it about this. You are the one being RayRay. You know what I mean by RayRay. I say RayRay because you know that algorithm bot, he cray-cray. Inequality in plain sight. Now, this is just disgusting. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I have highlighted parts that I want you to see. Most people agree the slap shouldn't have happened, but there's something that feels precious at best and downright RayRay at worst about white people's reaction. Now that's why being able to figure out whether something is RayRay or not is something that you can logically deduce. Who is making it about this? Who is seeing this, right? Is it the people that are mad about the slap because we support both of these people? At least I support Chris Rock. I used to, at least. I don't know what he's been doing lately, but I did love Chris Rock throughout his entire career. I have really abandoned television in the last 5-10 years, or even 15. But before that, 90s, 2000s, I love both of these actors. The person making it about this is The Guardian. They are the RayRay ones. Don't get it twisted, okay? The Hollywood director Judd Apatow declared in a deleted tweet that he could have killed Rock, calling it pure out-of-control rage and violence. Later, Apatow said he wasn't even watching the show when he made the remarks. Who cares? Was it justifiable, important even to interrogate his motives for delivering the slap? While it's justifiable or important to interrogate the motives, was it really about defending his wife or more about his own ego? So they're trying to show you the right way to criticize this. It's clear the backlash against Smith is rooted in not just this, but respectability politics as well. Really? Really? The only one making it about anything like this is you. It's also not just about what Smith did, it's where he did it to and who was watching. Anyone who's been following the show can see that Smith is being held as a much stricter standard than who have behaved just as badly or worse in these settings. And they call back to 1973. Are you kidding me? This is how dumb these people are. This is how ridiculously stupid they are. Who did this would get the same kind of outrage. It wouldn't matter if they were white or not. But white outrage isn't the problem. Black people who have been conditioned to constantly perform for the most non-threatening version of themselves in order to retain white approval. The image of a black man being violent in a space notorious for its overwhelmingly whiteness must have felt like an abomination. So you're the only, like, this did not go through anybody's mind. No one even saw the skin color of the people involved. I've seen so many tweets. No one even saw it. But you do. And then you say this. This is probably the most racist part of this. It's not the only problem for black people who have been conditioned to constantly perform the most non-threatening version of themselves in order to retain white approval. What? The image of a black man being violent in a space notorious for whiteness must have felt like an abomination. Are you joking? They are RayRay. They only see that. That's all they see. It's all they think. And because they are put into the forefront, not the people who see it this way are put into the forefront of these articles, we get these kind of ridiculous things. This kind of punching down on black women retained typical of many black male comedians who, like the rest of the world, don't see black women's struggles and experience as real or legitimate. So now they're stating that Chris Rock is being RayRay against Jada because he doesn't see her struggles and experiences as real or legitimate. What are you talking about? He made a damn G.I. Jane joke. His immediate reaction was, it was a G.I. Jane joke. He didn't even know that she had whatever the hell the condition is. So the reason I'm bringing this to you, of course, is because you'll find these kind of takes out there all over the place. Like where they have to bring up you-know-who, Mr. Trump. Comparisons and allegations of domestic abuse, and oh, what if the slap has killed him? Whether you think he was right or wrong, the exaggerated outrage about what Will did on Sunday feels distinctly anti-black. Wow. Wow. As usual, these kind of performative pearl clutching is reserved for black men who mess up. Really? And it's been said that many black elders are complicit in the respectability piece of this. And thank God we have responses, because is this a comedy? Most of the time they'll turn off responses to anything like this, just so you know, when they write these kind of just disgusting pieces. What about black outrage about it? What about white agreement with what he did? What about disabled white and women white disagreeing and agreeing, and the disabled black who agreed and disagreed, and it's pretty good. No way you work this fast. Oh no, at least you see it. They throw these things together as fast as humanly possible, and that's one reason why, since they don't have to think to put any of it together, they just use buzzwords, and they just use the most quick kind of thing they can. Yeah, you get it. She has a set of pro formas with why insert widely unrelated topic is RayRay. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Incredible that the Guardian saw fit to publish this whataboutism nonsense. Is it possible to be both anti-violence and well, they aren't. They aren't, because they see the violence and they say, well, if you are angry about the violence, then you are just this. You're not anti, you're just this. You see what I'm saying? Either way, I don't want to bore you, and I probably already have. I just want to throw this up. Thanks for listening. Keep an eye out. I'm going to be pounding uploads. I love you, and I appreciate you. So if you want to subscribe, that'd be nice. If you really want to support us, join the channel. But even if you don't want to do any of those things, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Login accepted.